Says he believes the ceasefire deal will hold.
That they don't know what the they're doing.
Iran denies it violated the terms of the deal, but explosions were heard in northern Israel Tuesday morning. Israel confirms it returned fire. They also launched 2 missiles just before the deal went into effect.
How's it? Ooh. Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Oh, aloha everyone. It's Wednesday, June 25th, and
basement.
Thank you, Ghost Food Box. This is going on. Okay, it's Wednesday. I got Toastmasters, and I have a speech, and I'm not prepared for that speech. I kind of have a topic. It's kind of going to be about ghost busting, ghost hunter stuff, paranormal investigation, but not so serious. It's not as serious, so to speak. I'm going to tell them, like, breaking news, I don't believe in ghosts. And then I'm going to tell them debunking type stuff.
What are you doing here?
All this don't work, and like what reasons why I don't believe. And then I'm gonna go, but everyone's just trying to get views, but some of them fake it, and some well, actually, there is a good reason why to believe, and then there's these guys.
Success.
I'm gonna mention the Ghost Theory channel. I watch them. They're good, actually good. I do recommend Ghost Theory.
Very much.
And then I'm gonna say, well, this could be open-minded, so I'm gonna leave it hanging like that. There it is, done. Okay, I don't have to go to Toastmasters. That's the vlog. News. News is, well, let's see now. There's the big beautiful bill, which is in the Senate, and the Senate Republicans, the Democrats don't like it, pretty much. The Senate Republicans, they're kind of splitting. They're not a unified force, especially after the Iran bombing and this illegal warfare, because it's the Congress that's supposed to be the ones that declare war. So President Trump overrode their special powers, right? So, almost like we don't need you. So I guess they're trying to feel significant, but also it is a dang freaking thing. So Trump is like telling them, you better get on the same page, lock yourselves in the room, because he wants to get it done by July 4th.
Martin.
Before the 4th of July, because he probably wants another parade, right? So he's going, you go to your room until you finish your homework. He literally tells them to lock themselves in a room to get it done. There's heat, big hill. What is heat? Oh, the heat wave. There's a heat wave all across the nation. Sorry, guys. Over here it's rainy. That's what it got. It's kind of windy. That's like rainy today. And they're all in NATO. They're all gathering because all the European leaders are going, damn, we might be here. They're like Putin might come over in a weak moment. He's taking over Ukraine, and no one's helping Ukraine. Ukraine's fighting out by themselves. Then they might take over Europe, and Trump and Netanyahu are bombing the heck out of Iran, which is very destabilizing. Oh yeah, and that Iran thing, Midnight Hammer was the name of the thing, where they went over and bunker busted the more than three sites, but 3 major sites of uranium enrichment. And then they got intelligence from that. So they said, okay, here's the US. Mission accomplished. It was a total success. The military is just the most fantastic. Thank you for your service. You're so fantastic. It was a wonderful job. And then there's sources on the ground sort of thing, because you're just looking at things, boop, 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 and the intelligence. There's sources on the ground that's saying, well, it got the surface, but it didn't really get deep, or it knocked out some surface stuff, but there's still some enriched uranium, partially enriched, that can go fully enriched. 90% would be weapons grade. And they're going, you set them back maybe a couple months, in a couple months they can be back up to speed. That was the report. And the US is sort of like denying intelligence that way. They're like, look, the US is denying its own intelligence or, information gathering reports. So the I Spy networks, what we know, they just go, no, I don't. Trump's like, no, they're wrong. They're wrong. It was actually a success. We obliterated them. No, you might have set them back. You did damage, but you might have set them back a month or so. Then they're going, they're saying stuff from. It's kind of weird because some point that Iranian, or they're saying, so now the congressmen are saying, well, we believe Iranian intelligence reports because they're saying some reports from Iran are everything was obliterated. I'm sure that would be initial report. They did all this damage. Or, so, I mean, I know it sounds like I reversed myself, but the actual reports is surface damage, delayed a month. And then there's some, what congressmen are saying are reports from Iran that it was all gone. And they're saying, well, why don't you believe the ones that were surface damage and they sent them back a month? Well, that was their report, not our report. So there was, anyways, it winds up the senator choosing to believe Iranian intelligence over our own intelligence just because it fits their narrative, because they need the thing to be a total 100% success, because they were trying to unify the MAGA GOP to pass the big beautiful bill. It's all about the money, because if Trump doesn't get the giant tax break for the very wealthy, it's not even the partially, kind of really wealthy, it's like actually for the very wealthy. If he doesn't get the tax break for them, he's ruined, because that's the way he looked at it. Even if you increase the tax debt ceiling to whatever, increase it by trillion just to give the wealthy the tax break. That's Trump's mission accomplished, but it's not there yet, and he wants to do it for July 4th, so it's kind of, oh gosh. Let's do this quick, because, I gotta go. Hawaii's got news too, watch, look, see, look, what was that, something just fell down. Deadly force justified. So the police were justified in this standoff that happened a couple of years ago. Yeah, I just went after with.
Are you sick?
You just had a couple of knives, but he stole an officer's rifle that the officer put down. Oopsie, I left it behind. Now I got my gun. Iran sites not obliterated by strikes, report says. But, they're going to say, we don't believe that one. We believe this one from Iran. The guy was standing in the middle. But it's a country at war. How are you going to believe a country at war's report anyway? Or someone that was just standing next to where it blew up. It took out it. Anyways. So they're pick and choosing. Okay. Sports. Basketball. Ah, look, I'm hanging on. Look at me. Okay, that's a great picture, though. I gotta say, I did some high school photography, and you try to get the sports picture. That's the most kookiest weird. Golf. Yeah. Okay. And maybe a little back in the day. Yeah, just calm down. Remember 1989 when you want to relax? You just go out to the The castle that closed down. Is it haunted? Let's go into the abandoned building. Urban exploration. Urbex, is it haunted? Park closed. 89,000 square foot site once housed Castle Park is cleared by new owner Halava Association, replaced by 212,000 foot shopping center. A spokesman for the firm, demolition will take place by the end of the month. Where that used to be the haunted castle, now it's gone. Okay, maybe whoops. Echoes of Iran. Oh look, see the normal protesting. Gosh.
Turn it on.
Turn it on. This is Iranian protesting. Yeah. Of course, they're not gonna like that when it looks bad.
Please continue.
There's so much unrest going on right now, and the question of regime change is always in the air. That's in the air. Are they gonna regime change? Or are they gonna just, well, they didn't listen to me, so let's just bomb their little Ayatollah?
Assuredly.
Want to be a king?
I
Then
come and
guillotine. What? Clowns against clowns. Protesters hold signs during no kings. This is no kings. The clown dudes. We don't want that clown. Not in office. Okay. What? Okay, wait, wrong view. Here. Aloha grammar missing Alice. No. Wait, Aloha grammar missing it. I was gonna do this one. Wait, which one was I gonna do? Iran strikes, more destabilization. We're talking about Iran. But how about the no kings thing? Let's look at this one.
Grammar missing at aisle. No keys. Protests.
While many of us in our community seem wildly self-satisfied with the No Kings protest, I'd like to applaud.
I want you to go.
Don't go. I would like to applaud those who did not attend these events. Recent descriptions made these sounds like family-friendly events, which they are not. What the world saw was a contradiction to Aloha. We told and showed our children and the world it's never okay to use profanity unless it's directed at President Trump. It's never okay to sing vulgar chants unless they are about Donald Trump. It's never okay to mock the color of a person's skin unless it's Donald Trump. Oh, because he's orange. Don't judge a person by his color if he's orange. It's never okay to make popular ethnic food into a derogatory insult. That's a long set. Unless it's about President Trump. Ethnic food? What? Fast foods? Also, it's sure ironic that to make many sign makers need a lesson in the King's English. Oh gosh. The grammar and punctuation were as offensive as the messages. Try to stay classy, Hawaii. Krish Shavangle, Kalama Valley. Oh, well, there. Thank you, Chris, for bringing that up there. God.
Accident.
Okay. Vulgar chants, unless they're about Donald's vulgar chants. What? Okay. Okay, they're really angry about Donald Trump trying to be a king, an emperor of the USA, which is actually totally opposite from what our country is founded on. So yeah, and Trump makes mockery of everyone he was running. It's all that the campaigning thing. Yeah, Kamala this and this and that and this and that. All the people that were running against him. And now he'll do that about anyone who's anti. It's not MAGA. So he has this MAGA who's totally loyal to him. And if you're not part of that, he'll make fun of you. And he'll take you down. And he's got goon squad kind of action going on. So it's a little frightening. And it's absolutely right to just be really powerful. This is an example. This thing is like they have Trump derangement syndrome. It's like, oh, upset are we? Lashing back are we at Donald Trump? How dare you? It must be Trump derangement syndrome. Like they're cuckoo. They don't know what they're just cuckoo. So now it's like trying to stifle anyone being against that Trump, disagreeing, being against. They're stifling that, and that's against the First Amendment. So it's anti-American, anti all the Bill of Rights stuff. It's really horrible. And this sort of letter is like definitely pro-MAGA because unless it's about Donald Trump, is it? How many times is it?
Not likely.
Just go with Trump, unless it's about Joe Biden or Obama, because it's always Obama's fault. It's Joe Biden's fault. There was an earthquake. Well, if it wasn't for Joe Biden, it wouldn't have happened on this administration. You know, if I was president. So, yeah, this is like another. This is it. And then okay, this is a good one. Unless the King's English, make sure the sign makers spell stuff correctly and use correct grammar. It's a sign, you gotta boil it down. But it's nothing like Donald Trump lately, who signs his tweets with
No.
signed by President Donald Trump, President of the United States, and he misspelled his name. He wrote a tweet where he misspells his own name. The own name is like Donald with a K. Donk Trump? Don Trunk? God. Anyways, pot calling the kettle black, and plus that's just trying to be. They're just trying to be. They're trying to spin it. Like, oh yeah, you protest, but you don't spell your freaking signs right, and it's okay for our children, you know. If you just, as long as you're mocking Donald Trump, it's okay. You know?
None.
That's like kidding. The children might not have a USA to live in. So, yeah. Anyways, gotta run. Talking too loud. Get off the soapbox. Get off the bits and bobs. King's English, King's slang. All right. Aloha. Have a good day. It's Wednesday. Aloha. It's kind of
wet and rainy. See? Okay.